Hello everyone, looks like we are live. Let me go to my channel and get the pop-up chat going live. Why doesn't it show that I'm live? Stop recording. Guess I want to stop recording. Reload. There we go. Chat going. Boom. Pop out chat. Close that one. Open that up. Live chat. Boom. Alright, let me let everyone know. Let me send the link. Share, copy link. There we go. And now that is done. Hello everyone, welcome in. Let us see, nobody. It's done. Yo, yo, yo. Participants. Alright everyone, welcome in. We are going to be reacting to Mark Gaming 772 content. It's been a little bit since since I've seen a bit of some of his videos. I have done a reaction on stream before, so we're going to do that. Participants also still just me. Which one looks good? Let's wait for some people to enter chat. Maybe reload live chat. Just me. That's always fun. Hang on, gotta get me some Jolly Ranchers. Except for that cluster, that whole cluster stuck together. Need one of these. Let's check back. Hello, Out of Ideas. Welcome into the chat. We are reacting to Mark Gaming 772 on this. Fair use rules are in play, but Mark Gaming, if I'll have to figure out how to tag you into the description after this video. Or after this live video is done, I'll figure out that one. But if you choose not, if you would like for me not to react to your content, that is fine. What one looks good? Rival Chronos. Don't buy. Rival Chronos is a good blaster. Let's see his thoughts.
So today guys, I'm going to be telling you why you shouldn't be buying this Nerf Rival Chrono.
Okay, so first starting out, so it looks like that it's this specific model of the Rival Chronos that he's not too happy about, or that he's saying don't buy. We're gonna find that out.
Off Amazon. So this is not.
Hopefully it doesn't mean that Chronos in general, because the Chronos is a great blaster, but maybe there's something wrong with this particular
review
model.
as such, but I'm going to roughly follow my review template. But in all, this is just a public service announcement to not buy this blaster. These are defective. They're being sold on Amazon, and I'm seeing so many people buying these thinking they're going to work, and they're defective. I'm not sure why these are even being sold anymore. Starting out with the unboxing, they're sent to you in like a completely like...
I still don't know if he's referring to just a general Chronos or a specific like reskin of a Chronos, because sometimes with some reskins and stuff they slip in little manufacturing errors in there, like they just make it the same thing but just repaint it, but maybe they had to get into the internal to like paint it or some weird stuff like that I've heard stories of. And this is just with general products of anything, that they get into the product and then maybe something broke, but then they just sealed it right back up and then shipped it, said, hey, it technically works. So I don't know if it's one of those cases or if it's like he's saying all rival Chronos, because if it's all rival Chronoses, we're gonna have an issue.
Brown box with no logos or anything on them, and included is the blaster itself, 5 rival ammo, rival
there we go.
balls, and the instructions. So pretty standard unboxing experience, except just doesn't have a logo box. It's just one of the Amazon ones, and I think that's because these aren't sold on storefronts. However, this is being sold on amazon.com.au, and this is...
So he is saying the Amazon version of this one, because I have a rival Chronos right now, and I got it while thrifting. It seems like that it works pretty well. I don't have rival ammo, so that statement's probably not valid, but a bit weird. If you're saying just the ones off of Amazon, because sometimes Amazon, I've heard of Amazon things being shipped broken. Could be, but still, again, I want some clarification.
Specifically to this one here. So obviously I'll have the listing up, but...
Oh, okay, so it's to this one, the Spring Agent, the green color, Amazon exclusive. So this particular model here, this green one, from the Amazon exclusive, is the one that is defective, is probably what it's saying. Okay, I still, hang on. You know what? Yeah, let's read some comments just so I can get that one. I was literally gonna buy this specific kind. Okay. Bought 2 of these and they work fine, probably. I had the same issue if you fix it, upgrade the O-ring and the plunger tube. Okay. Great, and all 4 are defected. So yeah, it's basically what I described in that one. So it looks like that it's just this variant for some reason is defective, which I wish that unless a PSA, public service announcement, but technically in the title you should have specified that, because I came in here with different expectations thinking don't buy any rival Chronos, which that would have a different conversation.
Talking specifically about this listing here on amazon.com.au. These are being sold and these are defective and people are buying them, and I've had enough of people trying to buy these when they're clearly defective. And my mate bought one, I've bought one, and they're both failing the exact same way. So this is just a Nerf rival Chronos, and I bought this, my friend actually got it for me for my birthday, and I didn't plan on reviewing this Nerf blaster because I didn't want to. I didn't think it was my position to, as I haven't had any rival blasters in Australia. Obviously this is a strictly American blaster as such, but I didn't feel comfortable reviewing the blaster since I hadn't have anything else to review it.
I'm still, what's still irking me about this one is literally just I'm still not seeing enough separation between, okay, this is the Amazon exclusive one and all rival Chronoses, because I still think that Mark here is talking about all rival Chronoses are defective. I know that he just went in there and said defective, but then this little spiel afterwards is telling me otherwise. Like, I'm not understanding something here.
And it would be more of a one-off thing. It was more just a collector's piece for myself. Like, I wanted to say I had one in my collection. Apart from that, the blaster is pretty cool. I personally think it looks quite nice, actually. However, this is not saying don't buy Nerf rival Chronoses. This is saying don't buy specifically this Nerf.
Thank you. I probably just wasted my breath saying that, so you just contradicted me. Thank you for clearing that up. But also, what I want to point out, it took you a minute 54 to say that. That should have been within like your first minute, maybe even first like 20-30 seconds of saying that. So I could have had some separation. Thank you for clearing that up there. So it's just that tense that you're referring to with that one. Plus, why are you reviewing an Amazon exclusive like Chronos anyway if it's gonna basically function like a Chronos?
Blaster. So I'll show you it firing, and I'll show you how it's defective, and that's it. This is not a review of this blaster. This is just a PSA saying don't buy these. So I'll show you it firing. Alright, so I loaded up the included rival ammunition.
Okay.
Total five included. As you can see, I have a tape measure from about where I'll shoot to about the bed. It's about 19 feet or 580 centimeters. So
it's further than I have to shoot, but
I'll be happy if it makes it there. So first,
ooh, that sounded like a misfire. It's maybe something not catching onto the rival rounds and not pushing it through the barrel. That's the first thing that I can think of.
shot ammo is stuck in the cylinder, so this is not chambered. This is not in the let me get a good shot. So this is not in the chamber. This is being shot, but it is stuck. So there's no way to clear it except to prime again with fire. So that was the first shot. So that's actually the first ball, but it's hit. I've shot the second one, it's hit the first one in the chamber and actually flung the first ball out.
Oh wow, so basically you got a product that now just shotgun fire. Wow.
So now
What a mishap.
we have another one stuck.
Hasbro. If you're gonna reskin your blasters, don't mess with the blaster. Damn.
Again. A little bit further, that may be about 5 meters. Again, another one stuck. Oh, there we go. Another one stuck. Again. Maybe just 18 feet, I reckon. Another one in there, stuck.
That is very interesting. Somebody definitely jacked with the internals trying to paint this stuff with it. Wow.
Again, about 18 feet with the... And that one... So now shoot chamber and prime again. Not very good. Much smaller spring, much smaller plunger tube. Just shooting some Econ waffle head darts. This is
Okay, he's comparing range here. So let's see what he has to say on this.
clearly there's something going on there. So yeah, I hope that demonstrates why you shouldn't purchase one of these. I've never done something like this before, and I don't.
Hey, hang on, I'm catching up with chat. I saw that you had a message. Why the heck? Where did my cursor go? Where did my cursor go?
Plan on doing something like this again.
There it is. Yes, supervisor. What do you have to ask? I'm all ears.
But I honestly think that this
Just in case if you couldn't hear me actually respond to that, I'll go ahead and respond. Hey. What are your opinions on what's going on with Phase 1 Foam and Daniel? Quite honestly, I don't really. That just feels like a question that you're trying to make me take sides here, and I'm not going to. It's not fully my business. Um. With my business, I didn't realize that FaZe was going through that. I do agree with him. I watched that part of his stream off camera. Sorry, when off of live. Like I didn't join the video live, but I watched it in my free time later. I didn't realize that he was going through that. I do agree with the copyright striking is a big deal with creators and stuff. So I told him not to stress out with all of that one. Quite honestly, I'm not gonna stick my nose where it doesn't belong. I just think that it's not silly from like FaZe's perspective. It's definitely serious, but I just think that from Daniel's side of thing, it's just silly. Like, why is he threatening to copyright strike FaZe for using content with that? Oh no, you're not overstepping. I'm just, to be honest with you, I didn't know how to like what you were specifying with your question, so I basically put it in a neutral form. So we could talk about that all the time, but I'm not gonna start drama or anything with it. But I support FaZe all the way with it. I think I saw the video that Daniel posted with that one and FaZe's reaction to that one, with that one. So I have like some foreknowledge, but it's just like I'm not gonna start drama, but I agree with FaZe as to with that. I just pretty much with that one. I doubt. Now I know FaZe would say take this serious, but I doubt Daniel would actually copyright strike something that because FaZe is right. You could take that to court, and FaZe would win that like instantaneously. I actually read up on fair use laws, because I'm doing some similar content like that, and yeah, you basically just recite that in court, and he wins. That's a joke, but yeah. But I'm here to support him, no matter what happens. I doubt his channel is gonna get destroyed because of it, but I don't think FaZe did anything wrong. Nor do I think Daniel did really anything wrong. I just think that the way that he went about people reacting to his content was just not really right. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Hello, Landon. I saw you in there. Gotcha. But also, supervisor, yeah, now looking back at this, chat, what do you mean options? Did you mean to say opinion? I'm gonna let y'all type a little bit. I'm gonna get back to this video.
Product is defective and they're still openly selling it. And I need to do something to say, hey guys, don't waste your money. This isn't what it seems. These have been discounted because of like Amazon Prime or whatever, and these are being sold on Amazon.com.au. Please do not buy these. I think, just looking at the listing now, I think they come in 3 colors. I'm not sure if they're all the same, but I know these models specifically are defective. So
about this content, by the way, this video that I'm reacting to, I like, he did a great job onto this one. The only complaint and why I was a little bit confused at the beginning was it took him like 2 minutes to actually explain, okay, we're talking about a specific type of model of rival chronos and not all rival chronoses, because he just said in the video title, just rival chronos, don't buy. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to get triggered for this one. But he did specify, I think it took him way too long to specify, but he did specify. He gave all the right reasons, all of that stuff. Great video, Mark. Thank you for letting us know. I can tell you that the one that I thrifted is none of these models, so I should be fine. We'll react to more of your content here in a bit. Let's check back in with chat. My only problem with FaZe is that I said in one of his streams not to react to my content, that I didn't want anyone else sending my content. Did apologize to me. I won't do it again, at least right now. I am going to say hang on. So I am going to say this. Basically, he said it himself, and I literally briefly touched over this. Fair use basically trumps your permission to really say, can we use content or not? I mean, you could give it permission, that's courteous to do it, but it's not required unless if it's for just like literally you take somebody's video and then you just upload it, right? Like you took this, like, let's say just for randomness sake, just said, hey, you went on TikTok, you're like, I like this video, it has a lot of likes, and then you downloaded it and then you uploaded it like that. That would be violating fair use, right? But if you reuse that TikTok in your own way, like maybe put a dance or something to it, that's using fair use, and that can do that. Now there's steps that you could take to really like be a bit more courteous and make it a little bit more fair for the creators of the content that you're using. You could definitely give them the credits and all of that stuff, but technically by law, at least if I'm understanding the law correctly that I just wrote, we technically don't need permission as long as it's for like educational purposes or some purposes that is not saying, hey, I made this original content. Because if you made this original content, that violates copyright stuff, and yeah, you can go to jail for that. But for that, I just saying out of ideas, FaZe said it like that. That's basically me extending on what FaZe said. With that one, well, yes, it would be courteous to ask for permission on that. Even he himself said that he asked for what videos do you want sent in. And if you sent him a video and he reacted to it, and then you said, I didn't give you permission to do it, you basically gave him permission to do it. I mean, he didn't need permission anyway, but that's a whole bunch of a lot of stuff with that, but my question to you, out of ideas, is did you send him a video to react to? Because I mean, if you want to be technical, right now what I'm doing with Mark Gaming 772 would be exactly what you're saying. I'm violating their privacy by just reacting to their videos, which would mean that all reaction content needs to have this like formal like consent between both the creators, which then I don't think that it's genuine at that one, right? Reaction content is a bit different on YouTube, right? I would hope to God that we would, as content creators, as reaction content creators, that we have the freedom to literally watch any video we want on YouTube and know who created that video and say, oh yeah, this isn't mine, but I'm going to react to it. If the act of reacting to it is, if basically in your words what I'm trying to say, if that's in your words, if you need permission to like react to it, you're basically saying that reacting is part of your content. Yes, you already own the content. Yes, we know it. We're just giving your thoughts on that, right? And we're acknowledging or fishing upon that. That we don't need permission for. It's not like saying, hey, look, I made this content. That it's just reacting to content, criticizing content. That's what it is. So, that's my thoughts on that. Out of ideas, I sent the video. Guy named Jason sent. I would also argue that FaZe has grown and started. Supervisor, that's me. Bruh, I mean, out of ideas, that's what Supervisor does. He literally just goes out there, helps FaZe find content to react to. I think that that's fine. That's how FaZe found my content, I believe. Because I saw Supervisor long before I saw FaZe. That one, I'm just chat, like, please do not phrase these in ways that are trying to make me take sides. Right? I will let chat type a little bit. We're gonna get back to reacting to Mark Gaming 772. I thought I'd shout out to this guy. I'll try to see how I can link your channel down here so everybody can go view your content. See, there's one way that I can help with this content with that. Also, again, with the permission thing, it's one thing that it said, like if FaZe was asking, hey, can I react specifically to your content? And you said no. Maybe that might be a little bit of a different conversation, but if he openly asked for videos or stuff like that, or has people that goes out and looks for videos like Supervisor does, with it, which is still fair with it, you can't turn around to say, especially after the live video is made, you can't use my content, because he just did on that one. Yeah. So there's a bit of a difference there. So I watched that. I watched a lot. Wow, I thought Mark Gaming had a lot more content than this. All right, competitive must buy. We'll do this one. Let's check back into our chat real quick. Okay. That is indeed fine. That is quite indeed fine. Try to explain your side of the story. Well, I mean, I get that you're trying to explain your side of the story, but this is also like FaZe said this as well, because this was technically the same thing that he was going through with Daniel over here with it. So it's the same situation, and I agree with it. So I'll reinforce it and put on my own thoughts, which is on it. But then again, that's my opinion, right? So, all right, let's get into this. The Avenger Force Spectrum. You just said Spectrum, assuming everybody knows that it's like Dark Zone Adventure Force. So, you're Mark Gaming 772. You are minus 1 point already.
The Spectrum.
Unless if this is a rebranded and not like Adventure Force, but this looks like the Adventure Force Spectrum. Oh yeah, that comes with the Adventure Force stars.
Included with the Spectrum is the stock that comes attached, the scope that comes attached, the front grip that comes attached, the magazine which comes installed, and 10 green and blue tipped.
Okay. Before I go back and look at chat about this other idea, let's talk about what we have right in front of it. You said the stock comes with it and comes attached, but then you said the scope comes attached. You don't have to mention that. Just say it comes with the blaster itself, then the blaster itself, maybe with the magazine installed, and then the darts. That's all you need to say, because then I'm thinking, were these sold separately and then were somehow attached with it, right? I'm just nitpicking your phrasing here, Mark Gaming, but I see what you meant. You'll probably go into it that these two are essentially removable attachments. I get that, but just your phrasing was not really proper for that. It comes attached because that's what it comes with, but if you're saying that it comes with something, I'm thinking that they were sold separately. You get what I mean? So with that being said, let's check back into chat. Damn, everyone left chat. Why does supervisor just come in and then just randomly leave? Alright.
Waffle head dart.
So now at the front there is no end-shot barrel attachment. We have this cool muzzle flash hider thing. This is just purely cosmetic, nothing functional going up on the front right here. However, moving down we have a vertical grip. This is functional. You can hold the gun using this vertical grip. However, it is adjustable. If you press this button in, you can move it into the horizontal position, so it's not functional anymore. However,
not functional. I don't know if functional is really the best word for that. Just basically saying that it's out of the way. The function of this is that it can be out of the way or for use, right? That's the function of it. Just it being in the horizontal position doesn't really add to the functionality. The way the physical act of this swinging up and down is the functional. I'm getting a little too technical. I see what you mean. See what you mean. I'm just nitpicking because it's just phrasing things weirdly.
this grip has two positions where it locks into, the horizontal position and the vertical position. Underneath the grip you have a dart zone rail. To remove the attachment, simply remove the magazine, press the secondary orange button, and then you can slide it off the included dart zone rail. This rail...
You mean I have to remove the magazine to remove this thingy dart zone? What are you doing, dude?
I will accept all standard dart zone attachments, but included of course is a grip. And to attach the grip, simply just slide it onto the rail from back to front. Obviously it is angled, but it is back to front. You do not need to press the button to attach the grip, but to remove it you do. And again, you do actually have to remove the magazine well, because you...
That's dumb. You have to remove the magazine to remove an attachment. Dang.
Can't get it off.
That sounds like a Hasbro move right there.
like that way. Moving up top, we have this scope. This is a included scope, and it is attached.
I hate being the English police, but this is just pet peeve of mine. It's an included scope. If the following word for the, what is it, conjuncture, or is it preposition a, and it's not a preposition, it must be like I forgot what that is called, but to determine whether you use a or an, the next word after that, if it starts with a vowel, or especially a vowel sound, it will be an that you use. So n, like n umbrella, actually it's a umbrella, n umbrella, or like comes with n attachment, right? N attachment, a on the attachment, it starts with the vowel a, right? It's not a attachment. Just a little bit of English there. It just bothers me with it. I'm doing some serious nitpicking here, but
attached via the standard dart zone attachment route. To remove the scope.
Alright, let's check back in the chat, because I'm afraid. Hey FaZe, hot in. Saw that I was streaming, wanted to say glad to see you improve. Like, thank you. FaZe, I hope if you were reading the live chat, I did not start any drama about you at all. You can put the video back on rewind and listen to what I had to say, but yeah, I wasn't expecting this to come out of my chat today. So, but thank you for popping in. Thank you for the nice comment. Glad to have you here. Welcome in, FaZe.
You do not need pressing buttons, just simply pull it off like that. Again, underneath you'll have a standard dart zone route, and this is a standard dart zone attachment. It makes sense to put it on the top, but it...
Did you just say a again, or did you actually say an? I'm nitpicking your English here, but
it is kind of cool because it will lock into every position. Unlike an end strike rail, will it have one tooth on top of the rail? This actually locks into every position along the rail. Obviously, it makes sense to put it a little bit more further back like this, but it will lock into any spot along the rail. Moving down on the left hand side of the bus, we have the access door. This is how you clear out any jams and malfunctions if you have any. To open the access door, simply push the access door back, and it will lock into the semi-rear position. And this is how you can get in there to clear out any jams and malfunctions. I didn't experience any jams and malfunctions while firing this bus.
No, it's been a while since I watched a Mark Gaming video. I forgot how well this guy actually does reviews. Great, in-depth, very technical. Great job. I'm basically nitpicking because I have to. Everything else, it's done very, very well. I wanted to say that. Great job. I like this review so far. No, I hate when I do that.
Grabbing for it with your grabbing magazine hand, you can do the malfunctions while firing this blaster.
I check back in with chat. Alright, let participants FaZe. Oh, it's just you and I, FaZe. Hey. Everybody left. Like, why does everybody just pop in for like 2 seconds and leave? Alright, let's continue watching.
But it is good to have just in case. And of course, to close the access door, simply just push it forward and it'll lock into the closed position. Moving down, we have the magazine and the magazine well. To remove the magazine, simply hit this flappy paddle here. It is a pretty cool, interesting magazine release, and I personally prefer over the regular one. You can extend your...
What's a regular magazine? Oh, like a regular magazine release? Okay, I thought you were talking about regular flappy paddle. And I'd be like, what's a regular flappy paddle look like? Usually those come in different shapes and sizes. Also, you called it interesting. Okay. Just nitpick there. I wouldn't care about the flappy paddle. Flappy paddle. Wow. The paddle, the magazine release paddle. I wouldn't care about if it's interesting or what, as long as it's functional.
Your firing finger, your middle finger, and hit the flappy paddle like that. Or when you're grabbing for it with your grabbing magazine hand, you can hit the flappy paddle like that. Included is a 10 dart zone magazine. However, this is compatible with all your N-Strike magazines, so this will go in a Nerf brand blaster, and you can use your Nerf mags in this blaster here.
Well explained. Well explained. Great job, Mark. You're doing awesome.
The magazine well itself is really good. However, this magazine design, it just completely ruins the magazine well to actually line up the mag. Once you've lined it up,
Could be worse. The X-Shot long shot magazine, for example, was pretty bad because that one was angled weirdly. I mentioned that in my review, so I mean it could be worse. Don't assume that I leave. What the heck? What? Oh, you're here, but you had to go so you could stream over. But thank you for being a moderator and still staying into chat while you're streaming. That's some gangster stuff right there. I appreciate it, FaZe. Out of ideas, what do you mean don't assume that I leave? I mean, I saw participants and then it proceeded not to show your name. I don't know if that's a glitch or something. I don't understand how that works, but I don't see your name in there. I assume you left, but welcome back.
Insertion is very smooth. However, it's just a problem lining it up with this jagged design. It might not look that bad on camera, but I'm telling you, in person, it like actually sucks. Bit of a bummer, but the actual magazine insertion is pretty smooth. It's just that cutout that's making it really uncomfortable. Moving back, we have what appears to be the battery cover. No, this is a fake battery cover. The real battery cover is on the left-hand side. Again, this is a flywheel blaster, so you do need the batteries to fire the blaster whatsoever. Simply remove the Phillips head screw. This blaster requires 6 AA style batteries to be functional. And then simply screw the battery cover back on and you'll be all good to go. Moving down, we have the grip and the trigger. The top trigger here is the primary trigger. This is a mechanically operated semi-automatic blaster. So every time you pull the trigger, you'll fire one dart. Moving down, we have the rev switch. This is how to operate the flywheels. Make sure you hold down this rev switch a few seconds before you pull the primary trigger to get the flywheel spinning and get a max RPM shot. This is a bit of a weird rev trigger because it's kind of like 2 fingers. But best way I found is just put your hand on the grip and then just use whatever fingers are on the rev switch to pull it. However, this is a bit unconventional, but nothing wrong with it, just a bit unconventional. Again, the grip is pretty smooth. It is got a cool design on it, but apart from that, it's pretty comfortable. There is no sling landed mount on the bottom, but it is nice, comfortable, and filleted smooth. Moving back, we have the stock. This is a removable stock. To remove the stock, simply press the button and remove it. This is a standard dart zone stock attachment point, and this is a standard dart zone stock. So if you have any stock that you'd like to attach from here, you may. This is an adjustable stock. To adjust the stock, simply press the button up and pull backwards. This allows you to completely remove it, but it also locks into 1, 2, 3 positions. Obviously, the smallest position is for storage. I don't think the blast is actually usable in this configuration. However, it does adjust to the longest portion here. Again, noting this is a standard dart zone stock attachment. It's a flywheel gun. Or elite style darts will work. Again, it is a score-based accuracy target. Make sure you have 6 AA style batteries in the battery tray. Hold down the lock.
I'm skipping around now, chat, because, dude, I'm basically trying to find something to critique, and then I'm failing. He's doing a great job.
Lower trigger, pull the primary trigger. Again, it is a score-based accuracy.
God, I hate the sound of flywheels. But, you know, I don't think I even need to watch the rest of that video to determine that, heck yeah, great job. Great job, dude. That's a good content right there. That's how you do a review. Hey, check in. Dude, do we beat? You know what? We're gonna be gangster. You know what, chat? We're gonna be gangster. We're gonna go to Phase 1 phone. We're gonna watch his live video.
Okay. This is not a hit piece on Daniel. This is just me explaining what happened. So here's a breakdown of this real quick. I got on a call with them earlier today. While I was at work, had to take my break. Not a big deal. Don't really care. Here's what happened. Basically, I explained to him my issues that I had. I'm not going to go into detail too much. And his main argument was this. I am breaching his privacy by reacting to his content. Now, if you guys know anything about fair use, if you guys know anything about YouTube in general, his videos I've been reacting to are public videos on his channel.
Alright.
Now, regardless, I have acknowledged this and I will continue to acknowledge this. I was a big POS when I reacted to his video with the concealed carry holster, and I was a jerk. I acknowledge that. I'm not above anything of that, and I want to make that clear. I'm not excusing any of my actions for being a jerk or an a-hole for anybody's content. I have changed, obviously, and I am definitely working on continuing to keep that change. Now, when it comes down to it, here's what's gonna happen going forward. If you want me to react to any of your videos or a video or your channel, whatever, I need A, your permission, and B, I need you to drop it either in the chat, preferably in the chat, because then I know you own that channel. If I click on your icon, I can just go to your channel that way, and that's simple, it's easier for me to do, and it's less of a headache for me. And then the other way is Discord, but again, I really much prefer you do it on YouTube during the live stream, and I'll kind of just be able to do that. That's kind of how I think the best way to do it is. I don't think it's worth anything else. Hey, welcome in. You got Nerf. How you doing? So I'm live watching your live video too. That's fine. Welcome in. Welcome in Out of Ideas. So I will not be going to random channels anymore and reacting to their content. It's just, again, granted, while it does fall under fair use, I don't want to have any more issues with people. Again, you could argue this is my own doing, but however, I want to make this abundantly clear. Previous streams are staying up. They're not coming down. I'm not taking them down for numerous reasons. Part of the reason is damage to my channel is going to be immense with taking down those streams, and I don't think it's worth taking them down at all personally. I like to think of it more of an archive of where I started to where I am now, like my current videos are. It's an archive of how crappy they were to how crappy they are now. So if you want me to react to a certain video, at that point you're typing it down in chat, I can click on your icon, I can go to your channel, I can check out your videos. It's a lot easier that way. It's a lot less stressful on me. Also, just generally speaking, guys, I can't keep dealing with the nonsense of, well, like, I understand this, guys. Like, here's where I'm sitting with Daniel. Daniel got so annoyed at that call, and again, I will acknowledge this. I was a pretty big jerk in that call. I was pretty pissed off because threatening someone's channel with a strike is not a joke, in my opinion. And basically, we got to a point before we went in the call, he was like, yeah, I'm okay with you reacting to it. Actually, no, I changed my mind. So it's like, if I was live right then and there reacting to his content, there would have been a whole another scenario that I don't even want to think about. But he flip-flopped on me, and that's totally fine, but the thing is, he kept dodging my questions, and he really seemed like he just didn't care how it was affecting me. I've been very honest about this. I lost 3 days of sleep straight.
Damn.
Looking up copyright laws and fair use laws to make sure I wasn't in the wrong. So I understand where he's coming from, and out of respect for Daniel, I'm just going to not react to his content anymore. But it's just whatever at this point. If he wants, he's going to have it the way he wants it, and that's just it. I don't really have a choice. You're very powerless compared to someone with 10,000 subscribers, 11,000 subscribers, or whatever it is, and it's like, you understand where I'm coming from, chat. So that's really the big update here. That's what's going on. Wow, thanks Firefox for needing an update. And that's how it's gonna happen, because I can't risk doing this whole song and dance again. I'm not going to do that again. I don't have the time personally to do that again. And that's just out of respect for myself, and it's just the fact that it stresses me out. I don't like feeling like I'm stressed out on a stream where I can't handle anything. I'll support you. Appreciate it, man. We got you, man. Thank you. It's literally another.
Lol cringe. That's
Yeah, I mean, like it just it. Like at this point, I'm powerless to do anything, guys. Understand that I can't. I don't have.
double punch.
I'm not
Welcome
monetized,
in-
so I told
welcome
Daniel,
in
I'm like,
Double
if you
Punch.
claim me, you're not gonna get anything because I'm not monetized in the first place.
Hang on, we're gonna mute phase here for a sec, because since double punch entered here, I did want to say, chat. I was not here initially to react to or even to watch phase's stream. I thought that it would be funny to do, but I am curious as to what he wants to say, so we'll listen in a little bit more and then we'll go back to our thing here. So, welcome in Double Punch.
Yeah, and not having to deal with something like this anymore because I don't want to ruin our friendship or something. That's not worth it. Yeah. That's the exact quote, and that's how it is. Number of subscribers barely matters, so don't let that get to you. It's not that it got to me, it's the fact that he has power over me because he has YouTube on his side compared to what I have on my side, which is just me.
Yeah.
It's and a few amazing content creators, don't get me wrong, guys, but that's where we stand at this point, and I don't know where we are going from here. So at this point, for people I can confirm who own channels and who are my friends on Discord, DM me. Let me know what you guys want me to react to in the next stream. If you guys are interested in doing this, we're getting back on track. We're getting back in with the reactions on some nice, amazing content. Can't wait to show you guys what's coming next. But that being said, guys, huge shout out to you guys and everyone who's just been willing to support me. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys feel awesome. Seriously, thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Really does mean a lot to me, so I owe you guys for it, really. And yeah, we'll see where life takes us. So that being said, stay safe. God bless. Phase 1 Foam signing off. And remember, as always, the hair might be fake, but the reviews aren't. Neither are my pains. I did my intro backwards. Outro backwards. Don't care. Stay tactical. Bye, guys.
Nice. Okay, let's return to YouTube home. I thought that we would pop in a little bit with phases. Hi, Out of Ideas. Welcome back. I was literally watching phases live on the live stream. Kind of funny. Just wanted to pop in there for a little bit with that one, but we're gonna see what all we want to do on this one. I mean, also taking his words to heart a little bit. I might be a little bit more careful with reviewing random people's content as well with it, because the same predicament could happen to me, but I still feel like that I could defend myself pretty well with it. I mean no harm the way doing it. Double punch. Oh, you did? Okay, that was the thumbnail that I was seeing. I was like, one of you uploaded this, and I was like, tell you what, since it's here, let's catch up with some subscribers. Double punch. You know what? Just for the consent and all of that, Double Punch, do I have your permission to react to this video? I'll just go ahead and ask it right on stream. Onto this one. Be a little bit courteous. But bro, leave the guy alone. Okay. Double Punch, did you give me permission to go ahead and react to that? If not, that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm just literally waiting on. Yes. Do okay. You played Geometry Dash? What do you mean? What do you mean Geometry Dash? Oh, this is what, the Dark Zone Venom Pro. Oh man, everybody's reviewing this one. What do you mean I played Geometry Dash? Elaborate. As I set up this.
Hello, welcome back to Double Punch Pro Nerfer. So,
You know, Double Punch right off the bat, I have to give you credit. You actually slow down and you, because I noticed in your intros, you're like Double Punch Pro Nerfer, and I can't understand what you're saying sometimes. That one, that was well executed. Executed with that. Keep doing that. Yes, you took time to enunciate your words. Just very minor things like that. You can change it right off the gate. Good start.
I am back with another video, and we have a guest for this one. Drum roll, please. His name is CR Nerf. So,
I feel like I've heard that name.
today I'll be reviewing the Darzon Max Venom Pro, and yeah, let's get into what it comes with. Alright, so what does the Darzon Max Venom Pro come with? Well, it comes with 2 of these slim angled talon style mags. They work with the Nightingale, and they work with the Nightingale 2.0, and they work with the Venom Pro.
Okay, so basically cross compatibility. Enter with that. Chat's blowing up, I can see. I've heard a Geometry Dash. I was just wondering what prompted you to say Geometry Dash, bro. Like, I didn't know if you're like looking in the background as like something to remind you of that. That was just a random question.
And it also comes with 24 of these bamboo darts. They're actually Nitro Shot Plus, but they look like bamboo darts. Just an extra ring into it. They actually look like bamboo 2X darts.
I want to comment on that one, but I don't want to say incorrect information, so. Because I remember a conversation about bamboo darts and that stuff, but I didn't pay attention to that segment.
But these do weigh a little over a gram. But yeah. And it also comes with a blaster, the
I hope it comes with the blaster. Bro, it just comes with the magazines.
2S 7.4 volt, 1000 milliamp battery. You can also put a 3S LiPo in there if it has an XT30 connector. Which I actually have one in my bedroom. But
Good for you.
yeah. And also comes with eyewear, which I won't be needing for this video. So
Yeah, some of these blasters come with eyewear that is like you wouldn't even wear this eyewear in like chemistry class. Like, it does zero good for protecting your eyes. Like, friggin' swim goggles are better than some of the things that these things come with. So I'm glad that you didn't show us the goggle.
let's get into the overview. Alright, so the overview of the Darzon Max Venom Pro. Well, starting off at the front. No inside barrel lug. It's got the barrel, which you can actually put a Scar barrel that came with, or a P-Car, that came with the Aeon Pro X, and Nexus Pro X, and Max Hunter 2.0, which I don't have yet. I already have the Aeon Pro X, Nexus Pro X, but then up here we have the thumb screw, which is where the battery goes, and it works great. It's definitely better than using a screwdriver. The dart is covering the battery because the battery that it comes with is a little loose in there. And yeah, and then at the top,
Wait. There's a dart in there? What? Did you say you had to what? You know what? I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that.
we do have a sight, which I don't really like that sight.
It's probably not gonna help you aim or be more accurate. It's Nerf blasters, not airsoft. Accurate statements. Playing Geometry Dash and then headed over to your stream right after. Nice. Thank you. Bro, imagine playing Geometry Dash in 2024 though.
But it does have a Picatinny rail, and it has the sight back here lining up with that. And then on this side, we have the flywheels with the vents, and there's also other vents on this side. And then also on this side, we have the safety switch.
Okay.
And it's on safety, but if I put it in forward, I can actually rev it.
God, I hate the sound of flywheels. I hate the sound of flywheels.
And it has a very fast rev time. It's revving up in like 1 second. 130 FPS too, which is actually pretty good.
So is the safety then just for the red trigger, or is it an actual trigger lock? Well, I mean, technically to fire the blaster, you have to rev the blaster, but like, if you could tell where I'm coming from, this seems a little bit weird for if the safety is just for the rev trigger.
And yeah. And then right here we have the trigger. You can't pull the trigger without revving it. But yeah. And speaking of rev trigger,
Don't put a dart in there, like, don't put a dart in there to battle rattle around in there. I mean, that's probably because you don't want to, like, glue it to the side, but here, my question is, you just fired in, you just put in a dart, like, in the front loading, or just through there, like, did you, like, permanently damage the dart? Can you get the dart back? Like, I'm just bothered by the fact that there's a dart just in the blaster now, like, taking up space, and could, like, interfere with the circuitry and stuff in there. So I want to know how you got the dart in there, and I can kind of see why, but I mean, there's probably better solutions than wasting a dart to make it not rattle. Like, you could probably put some very small, like, padding in there to hold the battery and make it not, like, rattle around. You don't have to waste a dart for that.
it's back here. I thought it was going to be a dual stage trigger at first, but it's got this rev trigger back here, and surprisingly, it doesn't
Wait, the red trigger is in the back? What?
bother me at all. It's actually very comfortable. But then we got the mag release on this side, which only works on this side unless you flip it around to work on this side,
Not full ambi, bro. Serious lack of tactics.
which you could do that if you open up the blaster. And yeah, then we got the grip down here. It's very comfortable, surprisingly. And then up here we do have a sling mount too. I forgot to mention that. And yeah, the mag insertion is very smooth. So smooth you can actually have to, I think they actually made this a flared mag well, which is
Okay.
actually awesome if they did. And it does shoot 7 rounds a second. You can also fire it in semi-auto. Literally.
I'm gonna mute that.
That easy. So yeah. Now let's get into CR Nerf doing the firing demo.
Okay.
Hey everybody,
Oh wow, you transferred. You handed it off to him for.
CR Nerf here. We're going to do some firing footage with the Venom Pro. Double Punch Pro Nerfer reached out and asked if I would do some firing footage for him. And so, since I love sharing the hobby and growing the hobby, I said yes. So we're going to try to do this so you can actually see what I'm doing. We're going to try a couple of single shots first. And
You know, CR Nerf. I kind of get it, but probably a bad idea for a white wall with a white target and all of this. This is just, my eyes are having a hard time trying to figure out what to focus on. Like, L for the backdrop, my guy.
and then we'll do some full auto.
Also, did you do this in, like, a school computer lab or like a library? What is this? Why is there all these chairs there? What is this? Dang.
and now full auto, which is not practical, but a whole heck of a lot of fun.
Full auto can be practical in a lot of situations, actually, especially close range engagement and stuff like that. I feel too tired to try to explain those type of advantages and the situations where you could use that, but full auto can always has a practical use. Usually more so than semi-auto, almost always.
All right, thank
That's
you
so
guys.
fun.
Take care.
All right, so what are my final thoughts on the Dart Zone Max Venom Pro? So let's go over the pros and cons, and we'll get into the final thoughts. So I don't really have any cons about it, but I have a lot of pros. So the first pro is they actually let us have a thumb screw instead of a regular
Okay.
screw where you need a screwdriver. And another pro is this grip is great.
Okay.
And
Lol. Dude, I've done Nerf videos at like 4 a.m. as well. But so I get you there.
yeah. And then another pro is flared mag weld.
What was that? Say?
And then
Venom Pro shoots 80 feet with no angled shots and 100 with angled shots. Can you just give me just a velocity then? That's range, and angled shots doesn't matter. Really, it kind of does. Holy cow, chat! Y'all been blowing up somehow. You see, out of ideas knows. It's crappy elite dirt that I folded so it won't bother the circuitry. Also, unlike basically all the Angry Bird games, and also does not Spider-Man Unlimited Geometry Dash is actually available on the app. Dude, I can't believe we're still talking about freaking Geometry Dash.
another pro is
I'm not trashing it. It was just so random. It's just so random, and now we're continuing talking. But that's cool that it's available on Steam. Cool.
is
Old classic game.
flared mag weld, which is really good. And yeah. But the biggest pro of them all is it's fun in full auto and semi-auto. So yeah, there's not really much cons, but there is one. This site is not good.
I mean, I usually skip over the sites anyway. You don't really have to mention it at all. Most of the sites on even off-brand Nerf blasters aren't that great, because they're not practical worth anything, but still alright with that one.
Definitely will be using that site, but it's not the best. But yeah, no. What are my final thoughts on this thing though? Well, overall, it's a very great blaster. It's fun to hold. It's fun to shoot in full auto, although it's not practical like CR Nerf says in the final.
Also, technically a false statement for reasons that I actually don't.
Demo.
For reasons, my brain's not working. Full auto can't be practical like in close quarters, and I mean faster time to kill than like semi-auto, right? Especially if you're trying to engage multiple targets, you can use full auto a lot faster. There's many practical. Just saying that it's not practical in general is just not really a true statement.
And yeah, a semi-auto is really fun for the overview. But yeah, Other than that, this is a great blaster for $50. You get 2 mags, you get two 12-dart mags, you get 24 darts, you get eyewear.
Did you say for 50 bucks? Like, Dart Zone loves putting all their blasters on the shelves for like $49.99. Like, I'm pretty sure I bought like 2 like the extra long shot. No, that was $40, wasn't it? That one. I bought the Striker Daily, or the Striker 2.0. That's still sitting in the trunk of my car. I meant to get that out, but I did buy that one. That one was $50, but I did see a bunch of other things on the Target shelves for like $50. They love that one. Like a
The
universal
blaster
constant of Dart
rechargeable
Zone.
7.4 volt, 1000 milliamp for $50.
You know, Double Punch, not a bad video. I still personally think that you just gotta work on like the phrasing and making everything congruent with each other. Not too bad with it. You also have to, with the review, you gotta go a bit more in depth with like mechanics, why certain things are like this with it, right? Why is this feature useful? Why is this feature not useful? Stuff like that. With it, I don't want to go back through this video to show you every example, but you want to go in depth, but not too in depth. That's a line that I have had to learn. But just fix those two, and this content can be great. I like where you're trying to go, and can't wait to see the progress of it in the future. Double Punch. Pretty good review. And shout out to CR Nerf. I filmed the final thoughts on like a X-Shot Insanity Ragefire. I'm not too familiar with just X-Shot Insanity. At least that specific blaster to give you a firm opinion. So I mean, you could try it out for us and see what you think. But indeed. Chat, I literally tried this time, but I am legitimately tired. Like I'm failing to like phrase things correctly. Like this, like I'm failing to like gather my thoughts and stuff. And I almost zoned out during that review video. So we're gonna end the stream there. It's a little bit of a weird one with that one. We might do another stream later this week. But thank you all to everyone that joined. That time, I have to be up at 4 a.m. because I had to leave at 6:45 for work. But so I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you all again for joining.